Well, hello folks, welcome to episode, what are we, 2 of the Versus Save. This is my one of the 8 parallel saves that are going on with Juventus, all of us trying to amass the most possible points that we can possibly do. We have made no more transfers, I've not altered the tactic, it's been going okay, which is shocking considering what I thought this tactic would give us. You can see, formation looks identical. I mean, the one thing I forgot to show you last time was my profile, because everyone else did, and that reminded me I never did that. So how did I set up my manager? Remember, we only were able to have a professional footballer National A license. I did try and start a coaching course. They said no, I'd got better things to be doing, so fair enough. If they don't want me to, I won't. I've made myself Italian. I'm born in Rome because that's where all the good Italian people are born, presumably. And this is what I decided to go with, which might not be a good move, but I went for high on tactical, high on player knowledge and youth knowledge. I was hoping that, you know, we would. I mean, actually thinking about it, there was probably a mistake because we're going to have really good scouts, so it doesn't really matter. And I should have thought about putting something into motivating man management and those sort of things, but I didn't do that. Anyway, it seems to be working fine. So let's have a look at the table first of all, because that's a thing of beauty. Look, top of the table. And also haven't lost a game. 9 wins, 1 draw. Now, considering the run we had, this was a minor miracle. Ignore what's happening in the Champions League. Ignore that. So yeah, so we after that 5-all win over Napoli, which I think everyone thought was an aberration, we played Lecce and won 2-1, and it was a little bit of a kind of all right, we won 2-1 over a side and isn't all that good, but then we saw what happened to Bobby G against Lecce, so maybe they're a bit better than we give them credit for. Then so that was Ronaldo getting a goal and Higuain. We then played Roma away. Roma, again, another of the really good teams. Away from home, I was not expecting good things. Dybala and Bentancur with the goal. He's now out injured, so that's good. Then I was thinking, Ajax, easy. What can go wrong against Ajax? And they're quite good. They're really quite good. We really struggled in this game. We scored a late goal, but they were the better team. Could not get into the game. They've won every game in the group so far. So then we played Genoa 3-0. Danilo, Ronaldo, and Bernardeschi with the goals. Another sending off against us. They cannot deal with us. Sassuolo 1-0. That's all we got. Cody De Winter, who's my backup left back, he is 17 years old. Everyone else seems to be using someone else. I like this guy. He's fun. he's not as good as some of the other ones, but you know, he's more fun than some of the other ones, and that's how I pick players. And then, shock horror, we drew with Inter, who again, it's away from home. It's not a bad result. 1-1. Ronaldo got the equaliser. And we played well. We played really well, and we could have won this. We could have a 100% record, and then played Valencia. Took a lead, and I was thinking, oh yeah, here we go. Considering we had played them up here and drawn with them, and then they just every shot they had into the back of the net, all of them just beautiful strikes. It was amazing to watch. Anyway, since that time, it's been rather glorious. 5-2 win over Spal. You know, conceding 2 goals isn't great. Ronaldo with a hat-trick, Dybala with 2. Then away against Fiorentina, that's never an easy game. Ronaldo with a couple of goals after 13 minutes, and it was plain sailing from then on. Finally, we got a win in the Champions League, so we're not out of this yet. Dybala with 2, Ronaldo and Sandro. Sandro has been awesome. In Calgary, 3-1 win. They were not in this at all. We were 3-0 up. Sandro, Ronaldo and Danilo with the goals, and that was enough from us. And Udinese then, an away win against Udinese. 2-0 up, and they scored but didn't get back into it. So we have looked really, really strong, and we're going for game number 11. We're top of the league. We're playing Parma. Parma are 10th in the table. That is, it seems a good enough game. Cuadrado hasn't played much, but he's going to come in. Daniello, let's just go back to the tactics. Daniello's not fully fit. Actually, no, I'm going to... Daniello has been just brilliant. I mean, 7.96 currently. The left back and right back, I don't think I want to take them both out. Bonucci, he's been out for a little bit. Courier has been the disappointment, and maybe I just haven't found the right role for him. Rabiot is currently just being held out by Ramsey. Pjanic is back, but he is a really good player. He's interested. People are interested in him, and rightly so. So I mean, the team is very, very good. I haven't bought thousands of players. It's just my under-20s team. That's where Juventus is playing. He's had a few games so far, and we got an okay set of people on the bench. Alexandro, who's been brilliant, probably the player of the season so far. Absolutely amazing on that left side. And chuck him on attack. I don't really want to bring him on, but if we have to, we'll bring him on. And there's good backups there. So see how we do against Parma. Hopefully you guys have been watching the other creators. Links for all those creators will be down below for their game ones. And I'm doing this before I've actually done that video, but I should be putting a recap video up, so you should be completely up to date with what is going on. And I hope you enjoy that. I hope you enjoy that recap. It's a pain to put together, but it always gets really nice feedback. So the pain is worth it, my friends. Right, this is probably where it all goes horribly wrong, but it's been bizarrely pleasing, I have to say, for me. I kind of worried when I got here that I would create something that was utterly terrible. I mean, it looks like a lot of the creators have certainly hit the ground running. I mean, Group B that I'm sitting in currently, as it stood at the end of last episode, 4 wins, everyone's won, and chasing lamely, I think with a 2-0 win, was in last place, which is quite something. But we will see. I think he played Parma, but away from home. So it's we're not getting that many big wins, but we are playing really well. And Ronaldo is just awesome. I don't really want to drop him at any point. I worry that if we do drop him, we'll be in all sorts of trouble. Well, 10 minutes in, and we're not seeing much from them. We're seeing shots for us, but we're not seeing the chances at the minute. We've got lots of options that we can change it around, so it's not a worry at the minute. We'll just demand more at this stage. We want to see a few opportunities for the lads. 20 minutes. Again, we are definitely on top of this game, both in possession and shots and fouls. But we're not seeing much. I'm going to go to positive, and we've got a chance here. Pjanic. It's over the top. Bonucci, who's got on a yellow card already. And again, we'll hit demand more. Maybe a get creative might have been more appropriate, but they like that. They focused on that one, and I'm going to just try not doing that, because that's not what I wanted to do. I want to just on the left side put Disciglio on attack, and we'll see if we can kind of create something that way. I've had a shot, so that's good. There's not much happening. Quiet game for Ronaldo. Quiet game for everyone, really. Yeah, we'll get creative at this point. Well, first half down, and it's 11 shots to 1. 0-0. Hand over to the assistant. I'm not happy. I don't care if you're demotivated. Who's that? Ramsey. Good God. Well, screw you, man. See if we can fire him into... I haven't really needed to do that. And we'll show some passion straight from the off. See what we can get out of this. Right. So, what I will do, I think... Sorry, my dog is barking. Ruining the ambience. Alexandro, left back. Rabiot is going to come on. And one thing I have been doing is playing Dybala in that position. We'll bring on... I'm going to do a 3. It's a rare move from me this early on, but there's nothing happening, and we'll give that a go. Roll all the dice straight away. Obviously that's going to work. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Not a hint of desperation at all, but Alexandro immediately coming on the pitch to Rabiot. Alexandro Pjanic has got it. There was a chance there, but got it back. Look like they're defending well. Daniello beat his man. Oh, it's in. It's in. I mean, that seemed to roll along the underside of the bar. I don't really understand the physics of that, but who am I to question physics? I'm just a mere biologist. Daniello, here we go. I mean, he beats his one man. Higuain, I mean, yeah, we'll take it. It's in the back of the net, and we're 1-0 up, and we'll chunk that back to positive. No, we'll chunk that back to balanced. I mean, what can I say? The change worked. It's a little bit, and we're just gonna move him back to wing back on support, so he's not kind of running his arse off at this point in the game. We'll just wait. I'm quite worked out because everyone seems to have this button that they can press to kind of recall shouts. And how did you miss that, Higuain? How did you miss that, sir? There's a button somewhere that you can recall shouts, but I don't know how to do it. Also, how do you change penalties? I keep seeing Bobby doing this, changing penalties. You've got to click something before you... Oh, this looks worrisome. Yeah, before you have chance to click it. Or before the penalty has chance to happen. I don't know what that is. Come on, make a challenge. I'm infinitely worried about this. This has got goal written all over it. Or penalty or something bloody annoying. Shoot. Don't. Oh, God. Oh, yes. Yes, it's not gone in. I think I celebrated that more than the goal. There's nothing worse when you're completely on top of a game and then something like that happens and you know, the world complodes around you. Yeah, that's a word. It's not bad, is it? We're 1-0 up, and this is what we're not battering teams into submission, and maybe this will be a problem later on as we concede another goal. Come on, get the bloody ball off them. Yes, Higuain, make the ball. Yes, he's passed it into Ronaldo. But we're doing enough, and that's all you've got to do as an Italian side. Would you expect anything else? That's, you know, you don't destroy teams. You do enough. Come on, 80 minutes on the clock. Bonucci's got the honours, and right chance. Dybala is chipping it in. Is that a penalty? Going to VAR. It is a penalty. Ronaldo, he's getting a few goals from the penalty spot. He counts them all though. He doesn't miss them. It doesn't matter if you go the right way, he just doesn't miss them. It's disgustingly consistent. Wow. Well, I mean, one thing I've noticed, that tunnel, if they try and run out of that, there's a big advertising hoarding in the way. I mean, maybe in these sort of grounds they have fancy things and that it moves back and stuff, but certainly if you go and watch Burton, it doesn't do that. Right, get the ball off them. Oh, dear. There's been a few shaky things going on, but we are still where we want to be, which is lovely, really, isn't it? We're doing it. I mean, one thing I haven't mentioned is the next game is away against Lazio. Lazio are second in the division. I don't think I've shown the league yet, have I? No. Well, we'll have a look at that. So that's going to be another real challenging game, and that could be first loss of the season. Be interesting to see if anyone else is doing quite this well. I've dropped 2 points. I mean, it's a team that's not going to drop a lot, but you tend to drop a few, don't you? And you know, I come to this game here, and we've got Lazio up next in the league. If we can win that, we'll just have a little look at the league in a second. Then we got Sampdoria at home, who are not doing well. Torino are going to be a challenge. That's going to be a little bit of a tricky run. But then we go into a nice... ignore me. I mean, that's the real challenge, isn't it? The Parma Calcio Monza 1912 game. I think that's one of those. I don't know what I'm going to do. Nice that they put the year of formation in both of those teams. Anyway, guys, that is me done. Let's look at the league, because I keep promising it. No, I think I keep showing you it and forgetting. That might be it. So, yeah, we've played. Actually, looking at it, well, we've played Inter, and we've played Roma, and we've played Napoli, and we've played Parma and we've played Fiorentina. So actually, we've played a lot of the teams down the bottom, and not so many of the teams up the top in our league. But we're doing all right. Let me know what you think with how we're doing. What you think of the weird formation holding up. And make sure you go and check out the other creators now who you haven't watched yet. See how they're doing. It'll be really, really interesting, I think, now after 11 games, what it's going to look like for all these other creators. Are we going to start to see some people dropping back? What's going to happen? Is Bobby G's team of superstars going to pick up from their poor start? There are lots of questions, but only one way to find out the answers. Go and watch them. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you next time for more versus action. See you then. Bye-bye.